What is up, G's? Ginger here for another video. I haven't done one in a long time. I just figured I'd do one right now, just on the evening days of my hard work days from 9 to 5 that I'm doing right now. So I just want to make a quick video and show you what makes a good design in 2015.
This is Ginger.
Alright, so a few things will make a design really good in the year 2015. Things that have come up throughout the years, well, it kind of went the whole 3D direction for a couple of years, and now they're going more flat design. So that's one of the biggest things as far as what makes really good design in 2015. With flat design, also, you can't go completely flat sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't quite look right if you go completely flat. If you add some gradients to your design, even though it's a flat design, it'll give it a much realistic flat feel. So I feel like that's a better way to go. So as far as flat design, it is good to have, but don't go too flat. Some parts of like websites and designs in general are good to go a little bit flatter, or absolutely flat. But then there's other things that are better to have a little bit of gradient on them. So there's that, and so that's the first thing that, in my opinion, this is of course to myself, Ginger, or Jonathan Geary's opinion. So that's number one, is flat design. Not always, obviously. And then number two is creating margins and or spacing. They're kind of the same thing. If you've ever dealt with, if you don't know what margins means, then a margin is basically, I don't know if you've ever used Microsoft Word, but there are spacing around the document, which is called the margins. And it's basically the same thing as the word spacing. So you can just kind of think of it as spacing. And what you kind of do with the design is you got to give it enough space to give it kind of an easy look. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, or it's kind of hard to explain the reason behind why it's good to have spacing around a design. It just gives it a more at ease look. Like it's not as cramped together, it's not as compiled, and doesn't look like a negative thing to look at. It gives it some sort of ease when you give it enough spacing. So that's always a good thing. It makes it more professional. And then the next two things, you kind of, I mean, the two things that I just talked about can be developed pretty quickly. And it's relatively easy to understand. But the next two are genuinely through who you are and what you like to do type thing. And you really have to build up to this to really find out what I'm talking about. But creativity and design management. So creativity is kind of self-explanatory. It's when someone has the creative mindset to go ahead and like create a painting or create a design. It's just creative thinking, and being able to go in multiple different directions with a particular design, or even in music, be creative. So there's that. And then the second thing that I mentioned is design management. Being able to place, obviously it's kind of an oxymoron, but design management. So you basically design things that have a good place. So you kind of get this feel of, or you're looking at a lot of designs through a couple of years or even a year, and really getting a feel for what looks good and what feels good, and really getting a feel for that design management is what will really help you create a good design. This can also be opinionated. Some people won't like certain placements, other people will love it. It's just really, you got to create your own style. It kind of goes with the creativity as well. You just have to kind of feel the design and kind of really recognize what you enjoy and what you like to see. For me, that's really it. Just those 4 things: flat design, margins/spacing, creativity, and design management is what creates a better design in the year 2015. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out, G's.